Ducks, an iconic symbol of happiness and good luck. But the duck we are looking at today is both tough and what the? Okay, moving on. The duck is also known to be able to swim. Well, it's debatable if the duck we're looking at today can actually do that. But with no further ado, I give you a Cromwell and a Lago. Ah, there it is, the mighty duck tank. Now let's quickly go over the equipment and perks for this tank. For modules, just get the top tier of everything except maybe the radio if you want to go through this tank a little bit quicker. But let's be realistic, once you go duck, you never go back. For equipment, I would run the gun rammer, vents, and gun layering drive. Now you can sub the vents for the repair kit, but that's up to you. And finally, perks for the commander would be 6th Sense and then repairs, gunner repairs, then snapshot, and finally the driver gets repairs, then smooth ride. My reason for this is at low tier, getting your track up as quickly as possible could be the difference between life or death, so get the repairs and stay alive. Now, a note on playstyle. This tank is the second thickest armor for tier 4 with the Matilda at first, so play more like a medium heavy and angle the armor to bounce shots. Now on to the fun stuff. So one of the first things about this tank is it packs one nice punch. Not as high as some tanks in tier 4, but it still hits for 100 to 120 usually. And so that's enough to take down most low health tanks, as well as make them low health after your first shot. And as far as snapshots go, a lot of times I feel it's almost like a type 5 where you'll hit some and others you'll absolutely miss. Now, if you haven't noticed, this tank does tend to bounce a lot of shots, which allows you to make bold moves like this. I don't exactly recommend it all the time, but if they bounce you once or twice and then you do it, either they'll load gold rounds or they'll back off. Now, I was curious on how this tank did as far as sniping goes, so I went to more of a sniping area on a map just to check out how much RNG loves this tank, and I'll let you just decide for yourselves. Ooh, we hit him! We hit him! Yeah! That many misses? Then just the size of that reticle. You have to be a close range battles all the time with this tank. You definitely cannot snipe it. So definitely, like I said earlier, play it more like a medium heavy where you just get in people's faces all the time. Now I feel I've been a little dreary with stats and how to play it and everything else like that. Let's kick it up a notch. Have you ever wanted a tank so overpowered that your enemies would just kill themselves at the sight of you instead of having to just deal with you? That's right. They come rushing off cliffs just to kill themselves because they know there is no point in fighting. What other tank has that kind of power to influence players this way? I'll tell you, there are none. And lastly, I thought it would be appropriate to put to test the buoyancy of this tank. Can it actually swim like a duck? And there you have it, folks. The duck that cannot swim. Sad but true. But you also know how to kill it if you can't penetrate it. And so we decide to create a flock, which is more than one duck, and flock onto Corellia, go into the swamps, and see what trouble we can cause. And yes, we did take the AMX 40s, the ducks, along the base of the cliff, which is probably the worst place you can take tanks unless you're fast, to see what we could do. And to be honest, end battle results, combined we did just over 1,000 damage for tier 4 and 5 kills. and so together they're quite the force to reckon with. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a big old thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. Also, feel free to comment about anything you think or like about the duck. As well, feel free to subscribe.